Amnesty International is calling on the Mozambican government to stop its crackdown on protesters challenging the results of last month's elections. At least 20 people have been killed in post-election violence, according to human rights groups. Demonstrators rallied again on Thursday, burning tires and blocking streets. Police fired tear gas at hundreds of protesters in the capital, Maputo. Sidia Chisungo, who works with Amnesty International, said tensions are high in Mozambique. There are cases of people that have already been shot. We cannot confirm how many died this morning. We still have to analyze all the evidence we are receiving, Chisungo said. There are dozens of people being arrested not only in Maputo but also in Nyambane province. We have cases of police using rubber bullets as well. So, there is massive tension today, and nobody knows how this will end. The October 9th vote extended the rule of the Frelimo party, which has led the southern African country for 50 years. Frelimo candidate Daniel Chapo was declared the winner of the presidential election with more than 70% of the vote. Opposition parties, civil society groups, and electoral observers said the election was unfair and rigged in favor of Frelimo, allegations that Frelimo denies. Chisungo said security forces must halt violent crackdowns against demonstrators and address their grievances. Police should respect people's right to protest. There are cases of people just standing on the streets, and police decided to take them. And there are hundreds who have been arrested, Chisungo said. If people are demanding and are criticizing the government, and they are saying they need clarification over the election, it is for the authorities to listen and respect people's rights to speak out if they think there is something wrong, and not shoot at protesters. Human Rights Watch has called for the government to lift internet restrictions, which have further fueled a perception that authorities are trying to stifle the protests. Alan Gari, HRW's Africa Advocacy Director, said lack of internet access and social media networks hinders people's rights. Sometimes it is working, sometimes it is not working. So, it is not an entire shutdown, but it is, rather, restrictions. And we are of the view that this violates multiple rights, including rights to freedom of speech, peaceful protests, and from access to information, Ngari said. But also, the internet has become a source of employment, business for people, and those who are impacted then by this restriction cannot make a living anymore. Mozambique's internet was working Thursday, to the surprise of many after days of interruptions. But as tensions rise, South Africa closed its main border crossing with Mozambique on Wednesday for security reasons. The South African government also warned its citizens not to travel to Mozambique.